Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We're about to begin the 64th annual Grammy premiere ceremony. It is open seating, so please move as close to the stage as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We're about to begin the 64th annual Grammy premiere ceremony. It is open seating, so please move as close to the stage as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We're about to begin the 64th annual Grammy premiere ceremony. It is open seating, so please move as close to the stage as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, the 64th annual Grammy premiere ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of the Recording Academy, Mr. Harvey Mason Jr.
Thank you, thank you. This is amazing. Good afternoon. How about that, right? It's another round of applause. This is how you start out Grammy week. I love it, I love it. Welcome to the Grammy premiere ceremony. I'm so happy to welcome all of you to the 64th Annual Grammy Awards and the start of music's biggest night here in Las Vegas. Now, before we begin, I'd like one more round of applause for Cheche Alara and the Grammy Premier All-Star Band. Cheche, thank you so much. We've been accompanied today by Grammy nominees Madison Cunningham, Falou, Nina Freelon, the Isaacs, Kalani Pea, and John Popper, all with a great musical celebration to Sly and the Family Stones dance to the music. Unbelievable. Thank you, Cheche. Now we're here to celebrate the accomplishments of some of the finest singers, songwriters, producers, engineers, musicians, and other music creators in the entire world. I'd like to thank you all for this year's nominees and your outstanding achievement, and everyone who shares in the excitement of this special day with you. From your friends and your family, to record executives, to publishers, to managers, and countless other members of the teams that help to bring your music to the world. Thank you. Now, as we're all coping with difficult times all around the world, your music brings hope and peace with lyrics of love and unity. With that, I encourage you all to believe in the power of music as you continue writing the songs that bring people together and keep creating the music that leads us to a better place. And we're all in this together, and the Academy will continue to do its part to support you so that you may continue to play that role here and beyond our borders. I thank you, and I appreciate your continued support. Now, I know you're all ready to get the show going, so please join me in wishing all of our nominees good luck. And now let's extend a warm, warm welcome to the chair of the National Board of Trustees of the Recording Academy, the incredible Ms. Tammy Hurt.
Well, thank you, Harvey. And good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor to be here with you today. Once again, we're streaming live at Grammy.com for the millions of fans all over the world who couldn't be here in person. To those of you watching from home, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of some of the finest music creators in the world, the best of the best, as deemed by their own peers. So, on behalf of the Recording Academy's Board of Trustees and the entire membership of this fine organization, I congratulate all of this year's nominees for their outstanding achievements. Today, we recognize your power. Music, as we all know, is the universal language, and you are the masters of that craft. As music creators, we're blessed. We have so much to be grateful for and so much to be proud of. Not only do we get to spend our lives doing something that we love, but in doing so, we have the opportunity to make the world a better place. As we've witnessed these past 2 months, the world's facing one of the biggest threats since World War II. The surreal level of destruction in Ukraine and the madness of this crude reality calls us once again to use music as a beacon of peace and to bring hope to humanity. People can have ideologies so different that they're willing to wage war over them, and yet, in our common humanity, they're singing the same songs from both sides of the battlefield. Even when our minds are closed so tight that we can't hear reason, our hearts remain open to music. So, to all music creators, please continue creating lyrics of peace, songs of promise, and music that unites all of us as one in every corner of this planet. Today, as we recognize the best of the best, we don't take a break from the troubles of the world. Rather, we celebrate music's indispensable role in healing them. The Recording Academy's mission extends beyond the recognition of excellence through the Grammys. We serve music so that music can serve the world. You can clap for that. As someone who is first and foremost a musician myself, I understand deeply at a very personal level how important the Academy's wider mission is and what it means to us as individual music creators. Together, we've raised tens of millions of dollars for musicians in need and for educational programs for the youth. We've advocated tirelessly for legislation that protects the rights and livelihoods of our community. We've elevated our support of music storytellers, the songwriters and composers, the musicians, producers, and engineers, and we've significantly expanded the involvement of women and minorities in the Academy's work. The importance of that work beyond the Grammys was magnified these past 2 years by the impact of the pandemic on our music community. It's redoubled our commitment to not only recognize excellence, but to also help create and sustain it. Together is how we keep the music playing through good times and bad. I know how much hard work goes into the amazing work that you do year-round. So, right here, right now, please join me in celebrating the talent and congratulating all of this year's Grammy nominees with a resounding round of applause. Okay, let's get to the main attraction and get on with the show, shall we? Our host this afternoon is a man who has traveled through time with his amazing talents, from Kunta Kinte and Roots to Commander LaForge and Star Trek, from reading rainbows to his wildly popular podcast, LeVar Burton Reads. His time-traveling career has inspired generations of fans. He's an Emmy Award winner, a Peabody Award winner, and a Grammy winner, nominated again this year for Best Spoken Word Album. Please welcome our host for the 64th Grammy premiere ceremony, LeVar Burton.
Tell the truth, y'all didn't expect Kunta to be this fine, did you? Grammys. We're back, y'all. We are back. Tammy, thank you for that kind introduction. I really appreciate you. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, come on, that sucked. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you all for joining us here at the beautiful Marquee Ballroom. And again, to those tuning in around the world at Grammy.com, welcome all. I am very happy and honored to be your Grammy premiere host, kicking off music's biggest day and night with you. And it is genuinely wonderful to see all of your friendly faces and to share this special moment with all of you, because we are in for a fabulous show. We are, with musicians coming in from every crevice of this beautiful planet we call home. And as we are currently caught within what seems like a crescendo of ecological, economic, political, and social unrest, music, whether we are creating it or simply listening, is a rare gem and a precious commodity these days, and a balm for all of our souls. So, let's celebrate, okay? and congratulate the nominees and encourage each other to keep doing that which it is we do. All right? All right? Okay. Now, before we begin handing out Grammys, we've got some very important business to take care of, some ground rules to follow. All right? This is a big show, y'all, and it's a long show with performances and about 75 Grammys to hand out, so please keep your acceptance speeches short and sweet. And if you hear the Grammy goes to and your name is called out, first, congratulations. And then, please, stand up. Even shout out if you like. Let us know you're here. It's a big room, all right? All right? And then, you've got 45 seconds max for your speech. But the clock doesn't start ticking until you get to this microphone, okay, to get to the stage. So please try and make your way up here as quickly as possible before Cheche runs out of music. But don't go and hurt yourself. Safety first. But if your name is not called out, please don't stand up. Because the Academy respectfully requests that no substitute acceptors come to the stage. Now, this is the most important rule, y'all, so I'm gonna say it again. No substitute acceptors come to the stage. Presenters will accept on behalf of an absentee winner. And the last rule. If your group wins the Grammy, we request that you only choose one person to speak on behalf of your group. If another person starts speaking after your chosen acceptor, you will hear Cheche's music. And you don't want to hear Cheche's music. 'Cause your mic will be cut off. In other words, y'all, one acceptor, please. Okay? All right? All right, so now you know the rules. Let's have some fun. We have some really great performances for you this afternoon, so please stick around with us until the end of the show. And now, let's hand out some of these Grammys. Shall we? All right. Here are the first categories.
For Best Musical Theater Album, the nominees are Andrew Lloyd Webber, Nick Lloyd Webber, Greg Wells, David Zippel, and principal vocalists. Burt Bacharach, Michael Kreuter, Ben Hartman, Cody Lassen, and Steven Sater. Simon Hale, Connor McPherson, and Dean Shernow. Sir Cameron McIntosh, Lee McCutcheon, Stephen Metcalf, and principal vocalists. Daniel C. Levine, Michael J. Moritz Jr., Brian Perry, and Stephen Schwartz. Abigail Barlow and Emily Baer.
And the Grammy goes to the unofficial Bridgerton musical, producer Emily Baer, composer and lyricist Abigail Barlow and Emily Baer.
Oh my God. A year ago when I asked the internet what if Bridgerton was a musical, I could not have imagined we would be holding a Grammy in our hands. We want to thank everyone on the internet who has watched us create this album from the ground up. We share this with you.
You are just as much as part of this project as we are. I want to thank my amazing family for their unwavering support and guidance, and my mom for being my rock through and through. I love you.
And I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my three sisters, Arabelle, Eliza, Kate, and Anna Grace. And thank you for not telling me to shut up when I sang around the house.
And then I just have to say, this is really for all of my fellow female producers, composers, engineers that are still still struggling to gain recognition and support for what we do. It's not that we don't exist. We do.
And to little girls everywhere, if you have a dream, dream really big, chase them, and they might just come true. Thank you.
For Best Compilation Soundtrack Album for Visual Media, the nominations are Cruella, Dear Evan Hansen, In the Heights, One Night in Miami, Respect, Schmigadoon, Episode 1, The United States versus Billie Holiday.
And the Grammy goes to the United States versus Billie Holiday, Andre Salam Remy, compilation producer Lynn Faintshine, music supervisor. Congratulations, I will accept this Grammy on their behalf.
For Best Score Soundtrack Album for Visual Media, the nominees are Chris Bowers, Hans Zimmer, Ludwig Göransson, Carlos Rafael Rivera, John Batiste, Trent Reznor, and Atticus Ross.
And the Grammy goes to, we have a tie. Carlos Rafael Rivera for the Queen's Gambit.
I am speechless, literally, because I thought it was going to go to the great work of Hans Zimmer, or Jean-Baptiste and Trent Reznor, or Ludwig Göransson, and God knows, Chris Bowers, of course. I will also be wifeless and childless if I don't thank them. So, to Lisette Rivera, my daughter Lucia Rivera and Alejandro Rivera, who are the reason why I'm standing here sane. And of course, Scott Frank, who has changed my life, and I will say it every speech I get to. And Mama, Gane, thank you.
And Jean-Baptiste, Trent Reznor, and Atticus Ross for Soul. Congratulations to John and friends. I will accept this Grammy on their behalf.
For Best Song Written for Visual Media, the nominees are Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, Bo Burnham, Alicia Moore, Benj Pasek, and Justin Paul, Ernst Emil II, Her, and Tiara Thomas, Jamie Hartman, Jennifer Hudson, and Carole King, Sam Ashworth and Leslie Odom Jr.
And the Grammy goes to All Eyes on Me, Bo Burnham. Mo's not here, y'all, so I will accept this Grammy on his behalf. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the 63rd Grammy Awards Best Immersive Audio Album Craft Committee meeting was postponed until after last year's Grammys. We now present last year's nominees for that category.
For Best Immersive Audio Album, 63rd Grammy season, the nominees are Morten Lindberg, Fritz Hilpert, Jason Banks, David Ziegler, Tom Ammerman, Arno Kammermeyer, and Walter Merziger. Morten Lindberg, Elliot Shiner, Darcy Proper, and Ola Moulet. Leslie Ann Jones, Michael Romanowski, and Dan Mercurio.
And the Grammy goes to Dan Mercurio, Leslie Ann Jones, and Michael Romanowski for the soundtrack of The American Soldier.
My goodness. Well, first of all, we are not a group, we're a pod. So we're going to go, it's a little longer than 45 seconds, but this award is just amazing. I can't, first of all, I want to thank Dan Mercurio, the producer, who was not able to be here. And I'd like to have Colonel Jim Keene stand up from the U.S. Army Field Band. Jim, he's an absolute visionary. This album was conceived as an immersive album from the very beginning. The musicians are the best in the world. They could be playing anywhere, and they choose to play in the U.S. Army Field Band. And so I just want to thank them, everyone at Skywalker. And this is Michael Romanowski's first Grammy, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that he's getting it on this record.
It's so amazing to work with your friends and your heroes. I can't say it enough. Thank you. Mentors along the way. I got to say thank you to our friends Bob Hodes and Paul Stubblebine, but mostly I have to say
everyone at Skywalker. And this is Michael Romanowski's first Grammy, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that he's getting it on this record.
it's so amazing to work with your friends and your heroes. I can't say it enough. Thank you. Mentors along the way. I got to say thank you to our friends Bob Hodes and Paul Stubblebine, but mostly I have to say my better 7/8, the love of my life, my little guppy. Emily, this is for you. This is my wife.
They were able to find a cure for the pandemic blues with a mesmerizing blend of dance, techno, and folk. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the nominees for Best Dance Electronic Music Album, Sylvan Esso.
Hey, y'all. We're so happy to be here. This is a great honor for us, and we're just so glad to be counted among you.
We want to congratulate all of y'all on your nominations tonight and wish you guys the best of luck. This is the coolest. All right, I have been dying to say, and the Grammy goes too. So let's get to the next categories.
For Best Global Music Performance, the nominees are Arouge Aftab, Angelique Kidjo and Burna Boy, Femi Kuti, Yo-Yo Ma and Angelique Kidjo, Wizkid and Thames,
And the Grammy goes to Arouge Aftab.
I think I'm gonna faint. Wow, thank you so much. I feel like this category in of itself has been so insane, like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Femi Kuti, Angelique Kidjo. I mean, should this be called best performance, world music performance? I feel like it should be called like a yacht party category. But anyway, thank you so much to everyone who helped me make this record, all of my incredible collaborators, music collaborators, for following me and making this music that I made about everything that broke me and put me back together. Thank you for listening to it and making it yours.
For Best Global Music Album, the nominees are Rocky Dewoonie, Daniel Ho and Friends, Angelique Kidjo, Femi Kuti and Made Kuti, Wizkid,
And the Grammy goes to Angelique Kidjo, Mother Nature.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll be fast. This album was made possible when the Grammy, I said the young musicians from Africa are gonna take the world by storm. And I'm gonna take my time to thank them. Yemi Alade, Burna Boy, Sting, Mr. Easy, Sampa the Great, Zainab and Mathieu Chedid, Lionel Lueke, Earth Gang, oh my God, Shungudzo, David Donatien, all the producers and writers, my management, Kevin Morris, my band, my agents, my label Decca, and all of you fans out there that are music lovers that are always there when we needed you, when you listen, and from that point, we move forward. We are all Africans. Thank you so much.
For Best Instrumental Composition, the nominated composers are Randy Younger, Tom Naziola, Vince Mendoza, Arturo O'Farrill, Lyle Mays,
And the Grammy goes to Lyle Mays.
Hello, I'm Aubrey Johnson. I'm Lyle Mays' niece. Lyle passed away 2 years ago, February of 2020, and I'm accepting this Grammy Award, his 12th, on his behalf. Lyle, here, I have my speech. Hang on. In Lyle's words, To offer the world a better alternative is the purest form of protest. Aberhard is Lyle's better alternative, a protest of all the world's injustices and a love letter to humanity. I'd like to thank the Academy for once again recognizing Lyle's music, the production team, Rich Breen, Steve Rodby, Bob Rice, John Pappenbrook, Ryan Andrews, and Pierre Pichitelli, as well as the 16 incredible musicians who played and sang on the recording. And thank you to Lyle's fans for keeping his legacy alive. On a personal note, singing on this recording and self-releasing it last year has been the honor of my life. Thank you so much.
For Best Arrangement, Instrumental, or A Cappella, the nominated arrangers are Bill O'Connell, Robin Smith, Emile Mosseri, Charlie Rosen and Jake Silverman, Gabriela Quintero and Rodrigo Sanchez.
And the Grammy goes to Charlie Rosen and Jake Silverman.
This is incredible, truly. Thank you so much to the Recording Academy. Wow. We play in a group called the 8-Bit Big Band, which was started in order to honor and celebrate the music of video games and the whole songbook that is created, the music a generation such as ourselves grew up with. I want to thank Nintendo and Jun Ishikawa for composing this song, my collaborator Jake Silverman for helping me arrange it, and the hundreds of musicians in New York and around the world who have contributed to every single 8-Bit Big Band album. Thank you so much. And my parents who are here, somewhere out there. There they are. Couldn't have done this without you. Thank you to everybody who's ever supported me and showed me music. Thank you.
I just want to thank my incredible collaborator, Charlie Rosen, for including me on this project. I want to thank my parents. I want to thank Jun Ishikawa. I grew up with his music. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you. Thank you to the Recording Academy.
Thank you. Long live video game music.
For Best Arrangement, Instruments, and Vocals, the nominated arrangers are Olavir Artnalds, Tehila Alfonso, Jacob Collier, Cody Fry, Vince Mendoza.
And the Grammy goes to Vince Mendoza.
Congratulations. We accept this Grammy on your behalf.
For Best New Age Album, the nominees are Will Ackerman, Jeff Oster, and Tom Eaton. Stuart Copeland and Ricky Cage. Voter Kellerman and David Arkenstone. Opium Moon. Laura Sullivan,